Greetings, gardeners. Today I would like to continue on with some of the crops that are good, sustainable items here on the Big Island of Hawaii. Um, Next to apples and corn, which are two of my favorite crops on earth, my third favorite crop is citrus. 25 years living in California, I can't get it out. My blood is half orange juice at this point. And citrus grows really, really well here in Hawaii. Behind me, I have an Owari Satsuma, which those of you who have been following me for a time, you know this is one of my favorite citrus trees. I just love Owari Satsuma. If only I could bring the aroma onto the video for you. Oh man, the smell of citrus flowers. It's almost worth having the trees in your yard just for the perfume, because, oh man, the memories it elicits for me when I smell this stuff. Right now, the citrus trees have been blooming heavily all across my property. We have Eureka Lemon, we have Tahitian Lime here, I've got Owari Satsuma, Morel Blood Orange, Mineola Tangelo, Valencia Orange, and so on. And I plan to add many more, actually. Citrus is on my list of to-do, and to begin collecting all the varieties here. But the Owari Satsuma is one of my favorites. Easy to peel, no seeds, sweet, juicy, never too acid, high yielding. The looks of the flowers we have on the tree this year is spectacular. In my absence, my trees had declined a bit while I was on the mainland, but since moving here full time, I have begun feeding the trees steadily. I've been applying all of my kitchen garbage compost under the trees and so on. This one got an excellent dose of fish bone meal. Wow, the fish bone meal made the flowers just go boom! Nothing like a little bit of phosphorus to stimulate a plant to grow out in flowers like this. Phosphorus promotes both proper rooting and good bloom in trees, and so it's a real valuable nutrient here in Hawaii because of the kind of acidic soils and high rainfall we usually have. Phosphorus kind of binds up. It gets locked up in the soil here, and it doesn't want to release. And so sometimes your plants will grow, you're throwing fertilizer on them, but they're just not blooming right. And so periodically, a dose of a phosphorus fertilizer in this environment and a little bit of limestone to kind of raise the pH will help bring flowers on the trees, like you see on this Satsuma here. Over here on this side, I just happen to have a Tahitian Lime. Tahitian Lime is completely everbearing in this climate. I don't believe there is ever a day of the year that the Tahitian Lime isn't producing some fruit. Now, a lot of people like their limes green. I personally prefer them when they're about this yellow color because they're juicier, easier to juice out. But the Tahitian Lime is a spectacular crop here in Hawaii. Limes have a very good value, and a person in Mountain View could actually go into commercial production of limes in this area if this is what you thought you might want to do. Me, I have the one tree. It has so many limes on it that I'm already in commercial lime production with a single plant. This tree behind me is about 7 years old, and so that's how long it takes to get a lime plant from a baby in a pot to a full producing tree here. The tree has been producing for a number of years already. So it's finally started raining again, and so I'm not going to wander out in the field to show off the flowers on the rest of the citrus trees today. They're blooming. Things are looking good here. There's a mosquito. So as far as sustainable crops on the Big Island of Hawaii, I would put citrus up high on the list. Citrus is definitely a good crop locally here. Totally recommend it as something that you might want to put into your orchards here on the island. Aloha, hang loose, and happy gardening.